Why can't you stop yourself from reaching for chips or creamy ice cream, even though you know they're not the best options for your health? If the answer were simply willpower, then how those companies hack the willpower of millions of people? Hello, I'm Marve Celine. I'm a former lawyer turned dietitian. I'm specializing in sport nutrition and eating behaviors. Welcome. I'm starting a bright new series where we'll explore the tricks food manufacturers use to manipulate your brain into eating processed foods over and over again. In each video, I will break down these tactics and explain the psychology and neuroscience behind it. Then I will give practical tips to turn their own weapon into tools for healthier eating habits. By the end of this series, you will know how they manipulate your brain and how to flip those behaviors in your favor. I'm so excited for this series. If you don't want to miss any episode, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications. In this first episode, we will talk about why you feel like you're addicted to processed foods. The short and simple answer to this question is the bliss point. The bliss point is the exact combination of sweetness, saltiness, and fattiness that makes the food the most pleasurable to eat. Not too little, not too much, just the right amount so your brain says, yes, I want that more. For example, for sugar, there is an optimal level where sweetness tastes best. For salt, the right amount enhances the flavor without being overpowering. And for fat, the generous amount to add richness and mouthfeel without feeling too greasy. Food manufacturers engineer products to hit this bliss point and keep you coming back for more. It taps into your brain's reward system, making these foods incredibly craveable and harder to eat in moderation. The bliss point affects our brain in three key ways. First, our brain's reward system, as we mentioned before. Foods that hit this bliss point trigger a big dopamine release. This is the same neural pathway activated by other rewarding systems like music, social connections, or even addictive substances. That's why some people say sugar is as addictive as drugs. But in reality, it's not about the sugar alone. It's about high palatable processed foods that trigger reward system. Otherwise, you will be gulping down plain table sugar, but it's not the case. The real trigger is the perfect combination of fat, sugar, and salt in processed foods. The bigger the dopamine spike, your brain remembers the food and motivates you to seek it out again. Normally, when you eat a food over and over again, the pleasure decreases. That's called sensory-specific satiety. Your taste buds and brain get bored of the flavor. But the bliss point foods are designed to delay that boredom. For example, a balanced mix of sugar, fat, and salt keeps your taste buds engaged so you can keep eating without feeling as full. Our brains are wired for survival. Therefore, their precious and primary job is to stay alive. For our brain, energy equals survival. For this reason, our brain loves energy-dense foods. And the bliss point foods, high sugar, high fat, high salt, translates as life in our brain. This is an useful mechanism in a food-scarce environment, but in modern life, it drives overconsumption. So all of these factors lead us to crave processed foods and reach for them over and over again. So let's flip the script and ask a better question. How can we use bliss point to our advantage? Hack 1, instead of cutting processed foods completely, replace the half of your portions with nutritious food. This can be the first step to regulate your reward system and initiate healthy behaviors by using habit stacking method. And hack 2, create 5 snacks with your own bliss points and swap them with the processed foods you eat the most. And for this, use the bliss formula. B stands for base, where you need to choose a protein or fiber-rich source. Layer with healthy fats, ideal texture, sweet and saltiness, spices and herbs. Here are examples for sweet and savory options. Also, I prepared a free Bliss Formula PDF so you can mix and match ingredients to create your own snacks. The link is in the description box. That's it for today's video. In the following episodes, as we go through the other tactics, the whole picture will make much more sense. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, please share with others. And do not forget to subscribe to see other secrets that food companies play on you. Awareness and knowledge is the key to take back control of your behaviors. I hope you give the nourishment you deserve to your mind, body, and soul. See you.